Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Saturday, the 21st of September, 2024. Okay, so synoptic situation then, as of midnight last night. This high pressure is still holding off these low pressure systems, keeping them to the north. There's something building up in the Bay of Biscay, though, however, and I think this might ultimately overpower what's left of the high pressure a little bit later. Certainly, the weather patterns over the next couple of days are all being influenced by this low pressure area here. So this trough line is what went through at about 8 o'clock this morning. You probably all heard the rain. And if I just run through to midday today, you can see that it's well gone through now. But if you look ahead of this low pressure here, these trough lines are all lining up and they're going around in one big circle all the way back and round again. So I fear that if I run this through then tomorrow, that's a midnight tonight, and that is midday tomorrow. I think not very good. Certainly going to be very showery with thunderstorms for sure. However, getting more back to today, we're going to be in a sort of unstable easterly flow, and there are going to be showers around, and we'll see what we can do about flying in between them. Spot wind is giving us today about 080 to 110, 15 knots thereabouts. So the wind's not too strong. And if I run through these actual cloud formation, you can see all these thunderstorms that were on that shower that went through at 8 this morning. But if you can see now, there's something to the north of us, Oxford Way, they're probably getting hit at the moment. And this one here, if you look at the general movement of the fronts, they're going around in anti-clockwise direction, driven by the low pressure down the Bay of Biscay. Here's the actual rain at the moment. This is the one that went through 8 o'clock this morning. This is the one that's just over Oxford. And this one here actually is dying out. As it reaches land, it sort of fizzles away to nothing. So I think we're going to be lucky not get hit by this big shower here. And the actual forecast prediction. So this is at 8 o'clock, 8:30. So this is that shower that's probably due to come next. But if you watch as I run through, it sort of fizzles out. And so when it hits the land, it just fizzles away to nothing. So we might be okay if I run all the way through the day. There are showers out in East Anglia. There are showers out to the west and the southwest of us. But where we are, it looks pretty reasonably dry all day. Now, that doesn't mean we won't get any showers. I predict we probably will, but maybe there might just miss us throughout the day. Local forecast is giving us a bit of overcast in the middle where maybe that next trough line is coming through with a slightly higher chance of rain, but otherwise a reasonably clear day. Top temperature day about 18 and a nice sort of 7 or 8 knot easterly breeze throughout the day. GFS is giving us a max temperature of 23 today with a dew point down at 14. And the view outside the window, so this was at 8 o'clock this morning, and so you can see not much difference, except we see a little bit of sun through there now in a very, very light easterly flow. Right, Lasham forecast temperature at the moment is hardly going up. It's gone up 0.1 of a degree in the last 15 minutes. So the temperature and dew point have got a steady split of just over a degree, hence it's low cloud at the moment, but hopefully that should pick up later on. And if I run through the Odium, METARs, 8 knots from the northeast, mist. Their TAF, it doesn't operate at weekends. And if I run through Farnborough now, then 8 knots from the northeast, overcast of 400 feet initially. But if we run through, I did have these highlights earlier. So from 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock today, scattered showers of 1,500-foot cloud base. We'll be able to launch through that. However, temporarily between 8 and 11, broken clouds at 800 feet, broken clouds at 3,000 foot with QNIMS and possible rain showers with 30% probability from 8 o'clock till 1 o'clock, 50 knots with gusts of 25 and thunderstorms and heavy rain and hail. I don't think we're going to get that here, to be fair. And if I run that through a little bit further, from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock this afternoon, there's 3,000 meters, thunderstorms and heavy rain and hail. I don't think we're going to get that here. Not to the extent that's going to stop us flying, which that would indicate. Top Meteo is indicating zero chance of cross country today. And if I run through the prediction for the thermals, you can see all this lot here is all associated with overcast. So this is now 10 o'clock this morning. Slight clearance before the next batch may or may not hit us. And then from here onwards, so this is from 1 o'clock onwards. They're indicating thunderstorms in the south of the country. We'll have to suck it and see. Let's hope they're wrong. Certainly, the data I've got is probably not going to be as bad as what Top Meteo is indicating, but it might be right. So we'll have to see how it goes. So they're talking about thunderstorms all afternoon, which, as you'd understand, has not been picked up by the other data we have. So this is SkySight, again, very marginal cross country, but more importantly, they're indicating cloud base around about 4,500 foot later on. Nice clear showers. So see, SkySight and Top Meteo are sort of disagreeing slightly. I tend to go slightly before SkySight, I think, and my reasoning for that in a minute will be the cross section, which I'll show you. But they're talking about possible climbs to 4,000 feet later on, and a steady 8-knot wind down the strip. No Thames-wise then, so 21 is usual Barton Stacey live firing, 22, there's flares at Rushmore, but that's this evening, not to worry about. 25 is Ash Ranges, they're activated today, danger area 132 that is. 26, a good old Uphaven telephone number change. 27, so that's a rat for UAVs only at Virginia Water. We mentioned that a couple of times this week. Right, 29, 30, 31 over here. There's a temporary rat based at Kemble by the looks of it, surface to flight level 105 between 12:40 and 13:31 local. So there's just over an hour period in the middle of the day. I don't think that will affect us. 32, there's a rat at Abingdon, surface to 6,000. I don't think it's Reds. I think they've just got some military operation going on there today. That's between 10 o'clock and 6 o'clock today. 35, as usual, Otmore live firing. And 36, there's also a rat at Wellesbourne between 11:45 and 4:15 today, local time, surface to 1,500 feet. So then let's look at the operations then. So here's the cross section. So they're indicating all this heavy rain, all this low cloud and all that was going to go through us around about 9:30. And I see the clearances outside. It's sort of indicating that's probably going to go and happen. However, after that, we are going to be left with sort of towering queues, maybe QNIMs a little bit later, base around about 3,000 feet, a lot of spread out and top cover and very, very unstable up there. Thunderstorms is a warning and unsettled day with a risk of thunderstorms, but there's all probability of 40%. So prob 30, prob 40. So I think we need to pray that we'll get through that. Some reasonable thermals throughout the day, should you be lucky enough to hit any of that lift. Okay, so there's no reported movements today. This low cloud base is slowly rising throughout the morning and should be clearing this afternoon with cloud base around about 3,000 feet, possible showers. Winds easterly all day and will set up on 09 dry operation. We have 5 K21s and 3 K13s available, 2 K21s on the booking list with Graham Tucker and Julian, not Gillian, Julian Sacramante. 1 K21 for this afternoon for Paul Roberts. Paul needs 773 or 778 because he needs to put the rudder kit in that glider, and they're the only two that can be fitted. Kev Mockford's doing our trial flights today. We cancelled the morning ones, but left the afternoon ones open for now. So hopefully Kev will get some flying, and Kev, you can have a K13 or a K21. SH4, SH6 and SH8 are booked. All the remaining single-seaters are available, and all the remaining K21s are available for the casual list if needed. A reminder about the buggies, please, and the simulators available. Here's a picture of the list. Graham Tucker, Julian Sacramante, got students all day, and some of the single-seaters booked and some not. And we've got 3 people on the casual list. Al Melmore obviously wants to fly some guests. Got Luke Abutabu and Aaron, maybe a discus conversion. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so runway set up 09. Winch on the south side, aerotel on the north. Please don't cross the disused runways on the ground. So stop before, in the middle, or afterwards. Instructors, please take over if necessary. Okay. Clearly, it's not flyable yet, but I suggest we go out and get the gliders DI'd. I'll get the launch point vehicle out on the airfield in about 20 minutes' time, and I'll see you all a bit later. Bye.